All right. This, I know I'm doing the intro first, but I already know that this will be a Sunday premiere based on how long this is probably going to take me to do. So this is, welcome to my mid-year favorites. These are all the favorites, things that I've bought from January to June of 2019 favorites. So these are all brand new products. It's not just my usual stuff that I love and use all the time, but this is all the kind of brand. This is the new. This is the favorite new of 2019. Y'all know, you know how to say it. So this is some of it and this is not all of it. So don't think this all of it. No, this is not. This has nothing to do with eyeshadow palettes. It has nothing to do with lipsticks. So if you would like to see what the new was and what I've really been, I can honestly say, yes, this shit is awesome. And I think I'm gonna do less favorites. Y'all want to see a monthly favorite? Because there's this thing with favorites, and we were talking about it in a live, that there's this whole thing about, oh, okay, so you're only using it for a month and then we go on to the next products. So would you prefer to get like every few months or something, or do you even care about favorites? I would like to hear your answers in the comments, please. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go and get started. All right, so let's get started. The first thing is, whenever I set up to do these type of things, I put things in I go through and I put them in a bucket, a bin or a bucket or something, and it never fails, I always start looking for products in the categories that I want to talk about first. So then I wound up having to just like dig through. Happens every time. I don't know what I gotta work on how I do this better. I'm just saying. So let's get started with skincare. Now remember, these are products that I've bought this year only. A lot of products were here since 2018, and of course there have been other products that I've talked about in favorites videos, but I just wanted to go over I love this. So let's get on skincare. All right, so let's talk about eye cream. This is the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream. Now the one thing I don't like is that it's like this and you have to dip into it. Not because I'm one of those crazy, I'm not one of those antibacterial people. It's just I always feel like I'm either not using enough or getting too much on my fingers. So I prefer them when they kind of squeeze them out. But anyway, without that being said, for the price point, this is like $39, which can be said that it's kind of expensive. But for the prices that a lot of eye creams are, this is not that bad, and it works really well. It really does help to minimize my fine lines. Now let me get this real, is that unless I go get some work done, unless I get some fillers or some fillers to take care of these, I'm gonna have some fine lines. But it really does help minimize them. It's very it's rich but not too rich, and it really does penetrate into the skin, and it doesn't leave a greasy feeling, yet it feels very hydrated, moisturized, and much more. It's not dry. Now I don't have super dry under eyes, but understand that dry under eyes can be a problem. That's one of the places that we tend to have. We have the thinnest skin, and it can be kind of dry. So this really makes it soft, supple. The fine lines are not as accentuated, and it does minimize them. And it does, and it does, and it's helps with crow's feet. That's the first one. Now let me find this other one. All right, here it is. This is the Biosense Squalane and Peptide Eye Gel. I received this, I think, in an Allure beauty box. This one is better than the Benefit, but of course it's more pricey. This was a sample, a nice size sample. I had like 0.1 fluid ounce, so this lasted at least a month. It is very squalane is very good for the skin, and then it has the peptides, so it felt very I'll be honest, I think it minimized my pores a little bit better. I am planning on repurchasing this. Let me put that in my bag. But it really did it felt like it was doing work on my under eyes. When you talk about skincare, especially when you're talking about eye creams, really what you're looking for it to do is minimize your fine lines, keep them at bay, because the fine lines aren't necessarily going to disappear, but you want them to keep them as small as possible. And at one point I had really deep fine line. They were becoming deep lines under my eyes. So eye creams for me, the main thing I'm looking for is, are they working on these fine lines? I have a slight darkness under my eyes, but that's sleep related, because if you've been around, I get up at the crack of dawn, and I can stay up till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So I know sometimes it's about sleep deprivation on my part. But it did brighten it up and help with that. Now next up is the Facial Radiance Pads by First Aid Beauty. These are really nice. These are exfoliator. This is like a chemical exfoliator and toner at the same time, and it brightens the skin. So if you're one of those type of people who need a toner, but you don't necessarily want to, and you want to exfoliate and things, and you need an all-in-one product, this is a great all-in-one product, because some people are not like me and want to do layers of skincare. Well, if you want to tone, exfoliate, and brighten every day, go ahead and get this. So you can cleanse your skin, use this, put on a serum, put on some moisturizer, and you're done. So this takes the place of a lot of steps. So if you're looking for something like that, this is a really good idea. This right here is Bay. This is the Lancome Visionaire Crescendo Peeling Progressive Night Peel. This is a 28-day chemical peel that you do, and I've done a whole review on it. So I will try to put it in the description box. You want this. If you're looking for a chemical peel and you don't want to pay, you don't have the money to pay to go to a spa or something to get it, this is worth the price, because for $75, or if you can get it on sale, you can do this a few times throughout the year, as opposed to spending that much money and getting it done one time and then still needing to get it done again. If you want to see the full my full thoughts on it, go ahead and check out the video. Next up is this, which is this Ritual of Ayurveda. This is a foaming shower gel. The only thing I don't like is because it is a foaming fire gel, so it has a mousse. It has like this type of pump or whatever. You have to be very careful, because you can spray out way more than you need. But this is I love the smell of it. It's Indian rose and sweet almond oil, so it has a very sexy yet very subtle scent, and it is your skin feels so good when you are done with this. Oh man, your skin feels good when you are done with this. Your skin feels like when you get out the shower, your skin feels you have a very sexy scent on you, very subtle but not too much, and your skin is soft like butter. Before I forget, this is the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser. This is for your face. This is one of the most luxurious feeling cleansers you will get. I have a review on this. I will put this in the description box. When I talked about facial cleansers, I did a facial cleansers, a whole kind of video about, like, I don't remember how many it was, but this was one of them. And it is such a luxurious feeling. If you need moisture in your skin and you have dry skin, this is a perfect one for it. My nail just broke. Hold on. And finally, a little scent. This is the Amazing Grace Ballet Rose by Philosophy. This is my summer scent. It's so nice. You want a nice sweet floral, you like a nice light floral scent for every day just to wear, where you just want to have a little fragrance on. That's a really perfect scent for it. So let's get into the complexion products and everything. Let's start out with some primers. This is my Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Primer Serum. I talked about this in my affordable luxury products, so I'm not going to go all into it, but just trust me, this is Oh, this is one of the, it's one of these glowing primers, so it's not going to blur your pores. It's not going to do those things. But if you're looking for something underneath to wear underneath to make, you know, help enhance the glow, to put moisture into your skin, to prep your skin in that way, because so many of us are looking for, you know, blurring, we're looking for mattifying. If you have more normal to dry skin and you want something to hydrate your skin and to give you like a glow underneath. All right, next up is this Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector. I didn't know I needed her as much as I did. This is poreless and priming. Yes, baby. This will smooth out everything. It will snatch your skin. If you need to be matte and poreless, this will snatch your skin. It will snatch your skin 5 years younger. I'm just saying. All right, so now let's talk about some, you know, I've been into this illuminator phase. I am illuminating this face. I am getting her together, honey. We are doing some brilliant, shiny stuff now. And of course, the first one we must talk about is the Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Charlotte that took me over the edge. It is everything that everybody says. You can use it on the high points. You can mix it in with your moisturizer. You can wear it underneath your, you know, your foundation, and it will give you this healthy, juicy glow that everybody is going to be jealous of. Now, here's another one. This is a more affordable alternative, of course, and this is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. Talked about this in my affordable luxury products, and this is a complexion enhancer. Does the exact same thing as the Charlotte Tilbury. This is more golden though, where this one Charlotte has a tendency to be a little more silvery on the face. Okay, so I misplaced the product, but I'm gonna put a picture up here of it. It's the LA Girl Illuminator. I can't think of the name right now, but I will have the picture up here. This is the one that is a true dupe for Charlotte Tilbury, and I need to find it, and it's so inexpensive. So so that's the other illuminator that I've been dying for. What is going on? Okay, stop it. Get that out of the way. All right, next up is foundations. Let's talk a few foundations. I'm not going to talk about a few, but three of them. And I know I've done reviews on all of these. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion. This is a really beautiful matte foundation. I do have a full video on this, put it in the description box, but this is a great foundation. I also have the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation stick. I love this thing. Have a review, will be in the description box. Okay, so this one is the Hard Candy Glamouflage. This is a hidden gem at the drugstore. If you could find your shade on this, I would suggest that you like full coverage. This is a beautiful, nice skin-like full coverage foundation. I do have a review on that. It'll all be in the description box. Yes. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. This is a straight dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way, that new one, what is it called? The Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is a excellent dupe for it. It's not too thick. It's very emollient, but it has really good coverage. It does not crease very fast, because as I've always said, creasing will happen, but it doesn't crease that fast. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Candid Concealer. This is interesting because this is a thicker formula. I really have to move quickly with it, but I still like it. It's kind of Shape Tape-ish, but not, because like Shape Tape was so thick and so drying under the eyes. For some reason this is kind of dry, but it covers well and it doesn't crease that much. So it's a really interesting product, from the fact that normally I wouldn't like this style of concealer, but this does work on me. I don't know what that's about, but it does work. Next up are bronzers. I'm gonna show these two bronzers. I've bought quite a few bronzers this year. well, not a whole lot, but a few. And the two that just are standouts is this one. This is the Flower Beauty Heat Wave Luminous Bronzer right here. I didn't know I was going to love it this much. I don't even know why I bought it, because it's not even my normal style. But this thing is so beautiful on my skin. It's like a perfect bronzer. Perfect bronzer. And then I have the Prime Beauty. This is the bronzer in Glow Coast. This is a little bit dark. I will say it's a little bit dark, but it does, you know, with the light hand on my skin, it is just gloriously bronzy. It's got a little red in it, but not so much red that I looked bruised. It has a little almost sunburnt effect on my skin, but not just like, oh bitch, you needed to put on some sunscreen. It doesn't have that look. If that makes sense. All right, let's talk blushes. Blushes that really stood out to me, that have been killing the game for me this year, are these. It's these Too Faced ones right here. This is in Ginger Peach and Spiced Peach. These are a cream to powder formula. I didn't know I needed them until I got them. These are just, they were so surprisingly good, because I bought them, you know, at TJ Maxx, you know, on clearance. I was like, oh, okay, let me try it. But they are very creamy, and they blend on really beautifully. This Spice Peach is everything. It's a very neutral blush, but I don't know, it looks so bad. It just looks so ugly right here. But when I put it on, it transforms into this really gorgeous neutral, but with a little bit, it's like a brown with a little undertone of pink in it, which makes it very natural on the skin. And it's one of those things, like, because it's summertime and I'm wearing more cream products, because I'm going lighter on the foundations and the complexion products, it's all about my cheek products. And these are just easy to wear. You don't need, you know, just beautiful coverage. All right, then speaking of that kind of stuff, we've got the ColourPop one. We got the ColourPop Super Shots that I finally just tried. This is my favorite. This is in Get Laid. Same kind of feel and consistency, but you know, I didn't know I needed these, and they're so inexpensive. And I did really good because they had a 40% off sale on Super Shots, and I didn't buy any. And I had a whole cart full of like highlighters and everything, and I did good. Well, because I didn't have no money, so I don't know if we could pat me on the back for that, or just say, bitch, you didn't have no money, so you couldn't spend it. And that's kind of like true. Okay, all right. I don't know, I almost forgot to put this in, but this goes in. This is like my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder Foundation. This is the best powder foundation I've ever used. And I am a MAC Studio Skin girl. I love my Laura Geller Balanced and Brightened, whatever, all the 17 names it has. But this Matte Velvet Skin is one of the best powder foundation I've ever used. I just have to say it like that. It's the best because it has really good coverage. It does wear pretty much like a foundation. You know, like so many powder foundations, they break up, and you know, they wear away very quickly. This does not wear away that much. It lasts most of the day. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Okay, this is Sunset Passion, and it's very similar to the Too Faced one, but it's a little deeper. It's a little bit deeper on the skin. So if you have if the Ginger Peach is too light, this would be a good alternative. All right, highlighters. Oh, and then finally is this one. This is color Rain. This is the Facial Point Glow Lighters in Just Peachy. Now it's a blush. It's not a highlighter, it's a blush, and it's a very beautiful peachy blush. I wouldn't wear it that intense, but with the light hand, it's a really beautiful luminous peachy blush on the skin. When it comes to highlighters, let's talk a few. Now, I have gotten this little sample of the Becca Rose Gold. I have fallen in love with it. I would not pay for the full size because I'm not trying to spend that much on Becca. I like Becca, but not to that point anymore because there's so many different ones that I like. But this is in Rose Gold, and it's just glorious on, because on me it is truly a rose gold, so it comes off like a peachy color on me. If I am blinking a lot, it's because I think there's something in my eye, and as soon as I'm done filming, I will be taking these lashes off and all this makeup, and hopefully I will fix this shit. So if I'm blinking real crazy, that's why. All right, and now Lunar Beauty right here in Venus. I know Manny, you know, folks ain't, you know, folks be like, not Manny. Ooh, it's trying to break, y'all. Let me be careful with her. But this is Venus, because I do not want her to break. And I bought Mars because I thought I was gonna like Mars better based on the description, but I really like Venus. Venus is such a pretty kind of deep champagne highlighter, and his formula is really nice. I'm not even gonna sit up here in front. The formula is good. It wears well on the skin. It has a beautiful glow to it. It is one of those blinding ones, so it's not a subtle sheen, but you can wear it a little lighter and it will not be quite as blinding. Now, we know that I fell in love with these. These are the JCat Beauty You Glow Girl Baked Highlighters. My favorites are Moon and Back and Moonlight. These are great, inexpensive ones. The only problem is that you can pretty much only get them online. Ulta has them online because they don't carry JCat in the store. And then, of course, they have their website. But these babies, if you were on the live when I tried this one on, this Moon and Back, I was, as they say, shooketh. I was shooketh. This thing was just so beautiful on my skin. It can be blinding, but it also has a subtlety to it. So, oh, and let's talk blushes. I did not know how nice this damn profusion was. Now I got this over Christmas, I think I did. So this is technically the end of last year, but I just finally got to it. And this is a profusion blush 6-pack. If you see this, get it. It is stunning on the eye, on the cheeks. What I've been doing lately for the summertime is, if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, you know, I'll just put on like some primer, a little powder, and then what I've been using is this one right here, Confession. Almost like a quasi bronzer blush, because it's a darker, it's a browny rosy color, and I've been using that. And then I've been blending it with Chic, which is right here, which is a very nude color, but if you put them together and blend them together, it's such a natural but glowy look. I don't even put on highlighter with them. I just let the glow off of this bronzer work, and with that Chic on top of, you know, like blending on the top of it, it just looks just so pretty and natural. So those are the ones that I've been using. And then, oh, I almost forgot about this, the Tarte Glow Pro Glow and Blush. This one, if you catch it on sale, go ahead and get it, especially if you have medium to deeper skin tones, because these are really gorgeous on. They will be so, they're deeper blushes, so I wouldn't say a fair person to really get them unless you use them very lightly, because I know that the majority of issues with this has been because fair people are like, oh, it's so dark, but no, they actually work on some of my complexion or darker. Like this one right here is just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And so these are deeper tones to these. So you've got peaches, you've got a little bronzy one, you've got a, you know, rosy tone, and then you have this kind of like peachy corally vibe right here. Really nice. You have some really stunning ones. The highlighter and the bronzer, they're okay, but the 4 blushes make this palette work for me. All right, now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of this, and this is lip products and eyeshadow palettes. I have limited myself on the eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to show y'all. I mean, this is 6 months of lip products, so bear with me. Don't trip. Don't be like, oh my God. I'm going to go through this really quickly because I have a whole thing of them. So let's talk about them. First off, as I pulled them out and was like, yeah, I like this, yeah, I like this. ColourPop has gotten my money. ColourPop has been in my pocket too hard in the first 6 months of 2019. ColourPop has been in my fucking pocket hard. But now let's just get on some other things. First off, these Lime Crime lipsticks. I don't even think they're selling these anymore, which sucks. These are their unicorn lipsticks. These are so much better than I thought they were going to be. I bought them because they were on sale, and I was buying something else, so you know, I was trying to get the free shipping. And I found these, and I was so surprised by how beautiful they were. They're not matte, they're more of a cream, but the colors themselves were so much better than I thought they would be. This one is not another peach. This is the one I really have been wearing, and I really like the this one. This is Candy Floss, and it's like this pinky rosy color, and it's more subtle on the lips than it looks in this. So was very surprised how much I like them. Now I'm just gonna leave ColourPop to the end because there's so much freaking ColourPop in here. It's insane. I'm like, ColourPop has been getting me. Next up is Color Rain, and this is from the Safari Rain collection, and this is the Meishi Rain. Now, I'm only showing this one. I have all three. I do like another one, but I know that this is the one that I've been wearing the most of the three because it's a nice, pretty nude. It's like a pinky rose, and it's like a pinky rosy nude. Can't go wrong with that. And I like their formula. Y'all know I'm a fangirl of Color Rain, so I don't even have to explain myself. I like it. Okay. Now, Buxom. I got some new Buxoms. I love Buxom lip glosses. When they have them on sale, I get them. So the ones that I really got recently were this one, which is Peach Daiquiri and Pink Lady. I've also been wearing Rose Julep, but I cannot find it. So that one is one of them. And then I got this one, which is Electra, which is, they had a limited edition ones. I don't know if they're still out, but this is called Electra. It's very glittery, but it's really nice to top off a lip color. So this isn't something that I wear by itself because it's too glittery for me, but on top of a lip color, it looks really pretty. I received this in a BoxyCharm, and this is Tartist lip paint, and this is in the color Home Slice. No, I got this. I take this back. I got this as my birthday gift from Ulta. I don't know if they still make it, but it's a really pretty nude. I got all this stuff on me. It's just a really pretty classic orangey, you know, orangey brown nude. This is one of those really classic colors that you can wear all year. I tend to wear these like in the spring, in the winter time. So it was a really good look with the, you know, something on top of it. Yeah. All right. Now let's just talk about how much money ColourPop has gotten from me on the lip color. All right. I love the ColourPop lipsticks. They're velvet. I especially like the velvet blurs. These are what I bought recently. These are my two favorites of them. This is Mesmerize right here. It's a nice dark rosy nude for the, you know, a very nice dark rosy nude. And I like Sphinx, which is a little bit, it's a nude, but it's like a pinky nude. Okay, so these, I've been wearing these. The velvet blurs I really like because they're like a hybrid between a cream and a matte. So they're right between. I know people don't, so a lot of people don't like this type of formulation, but I absolutely do like it. You can build it up to get a really nice, it's like the blotted lips in a tube, and I have fallen in love with the blotted lips. Segueing into that, now let's go into the blotted lips that I've gotten. I had never tried the blotted lips until, I don't know what made me buy one, but somehow I bought one, and after I bought one, I had to have more, and so now I have a bunch of them. So here is the ones that I have right now, and I like them all, love them. I like them because they're such a soft formula on the lips. You put it on, you don't feel it. It's not that super intense opaque. It gives you a more, but it does have enough color so that it's not super sheer, but it's just like that wash of color on your lips. And because they're the blotted lips, you don't feel them at all, and they stay on. They have good staying power if you're just wearing them. They're like the perfect almost liquid lip if you like that kind of like just kissed feel to your lips. So anyway, I have Oh Hi There, this one right here. I have Swing Away, which I am in love with. I have Cypress Chill. I have Double Scoop right there, and I have Vitamin C. So I had 2 for $5 of them, and I have another one on the way. No, I didn't buy any more. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't buy any more. Then I also have some actual just their lip colors, their lip glosses, because now all of a sudden I wanted the lip glosses too. So I wound up having PS right here. It actually started because I got the set with the main squeeze back there, the main squeeze 9-pan, and I wound up getting this one, which is Fresco, and it's this is so cute. It's got a little sheen to it, but it's perfect over another color, and that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of glosses. You know, I've been layering my lip products, so I've been doing a lot of lipsticks, blotted lip kind of vibe, and then layering with a nice pretty gloss that, you know, complements it. So that's what I've been on. And then I have PS right here. And then I have Boo, and I have Bobbity from the Disney Princess collection. So I have those two. And these two are more opaque, so these can be worn on their own. And these are more sheer, but, you know, have a nice amount of, you know, glitter, but, you know, micro glitter in them, so that they're really pretty on the lips, layered on top of something else. Now, I don't know how I should have never bought these. These are the So Juicy ones, the So Juicy lip glosses, which are different than the regular lip glosses apparently. So I have those. Now I'm only holding in my hand 4 of them, but I know I have more of these. So I'm only going to show the 4 I pulled out. But I have about 7 or 8 of them, real talk. So these are the 4 I pulled out. This is for the clout. I have Va Va Voom, which is this really pretty coral, you know, orangey one. And this is Dress Code. And this is All Talk. Now, I'm being real with y'all. I don't know what the rest of them are because I got some more. And I think I have another one's coming. So, yeah. So that is it on lip products. I did speed through them. I'm very proud of myself for that. Now let's talk the last thing, the best thing. I know what y'all waiting to say. What's she gonna say about you know, eyeshadow palettes? Well, we at the eyeshadow palette section, and let's talk eyeshadow palettes. I only pulled out 10. I said only 10, Lou. I seen people who've been doing this 5. I tried to go with 5. I said, I'm not gonna lie and say 5. Okay. And once again, I'm a color pop whore. Because there's a lot of color. There's some color pop in here. All right, so let's just keep it going. All right, so the first one is another. I'm a fangirl of this brand too. This is Menagerie Courtship. Now I had a couple of more I could have said, but I went with the Courtship because this has been something that I've been able to wear. This is a very nice small it's a nice small palette. And I love the color story, and it's really a nice one to just throw on. You know, if I need to throw on something, I can grab this and have a really nice kind of neutrally look, but it has a little cute little sexy vibe to it. Speaking of fangirls, let's just go and get her out the way. Color Rain, I'm her fangirl. This is the Safari Rain. I have a video on this one, of course. Now, the problem with this one is, of course, that it was... it came out a little bit late, so I haven't worn it as much because this is more of a fall palette to me, but it is stunning. It is very much on point with her formulation. If you want a green palette but you don't want it to be too bright, then you go on and get that. Now, speaking of green palettes, let's just go on and do it all up, and let's just go and pull out this Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place right here, the Tribe. This, when I saw this, I had to have it. This is such a, it's a brighter, like I said, the Safari Rain is a much more muted. This is a much brighter one, but it is well done to the point that you can wear multiple looks with this. So love it, love it, love it. BH Cosmetics. Now, I have not gotten any more of the Zodiac because, quite frankly, they've been kind of boring. I'll probably get all of them at some point when they're all on sale. But the ones I have, and just because I really think this was really well done, is the Aries one. Of course, it did help that it is my Zodiac sign. But of the ones that they've done, I think this is the best curated color scheme for the Zodiac collection. They've been doing too much brown in them, and they've been they kind of like not doing it for me. But this one works so well based on what Aries represents. You know, doing it based on that, working in the red tones because, you know, Aries is Mars, the planet Mars, and so it just looks beautiful. And of course, their quality is always good. So BH has really good quality, so you can't say anything about that. Now, Tarte got my ass too for a minute, and Tarte expensive. So this is, I gotta stop moving this around. This is Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. I am breaking up some of these. I am going to wind up having to repress this or just keep it down for a while, Louise, because I'm not trying to repress, y'all, but I'm gonna press these babies in. Okay, so anyway, this is Love, Trust, and Fairy Dust. Love this palette. It's such a pretty neutral, rosy pink, you know, pinky mauvey palette. I adore this. I probably can't travel with it, but at home, this baby is awesomely good. Love it. I wish I could travel with it though, but they make such bulky packaging. And now the other Tarte one I wanted to talk about is this one, which is the High Tides and Good Vibes. I did not know I was gonna like her as much as I did. When I saw it, I thought it was a pretty palette, but it's honestly the shadows are so blendable. They you know, they're pigmented. They're true to the colors in the pans. They just work so well together. Love it. Now, ColourPop. Once again, I've established I am a ColourPop whore. Now, I got this late, and I was like, I don't know what made me wait so long, but it is the ColourPop Good Sport right here. This palette is, this palette right here. No, seriously, it's a really beautiful palette for the fall and the winter time with these beautiful deep, you know, burgundies in it. And what I love is that it has these pops in it so that you can do some really interesting eye looks and yet still do very neutral, you know, so it hits where it gives you a neutral with a pop, but the pop is more interesting to me, like with that beautiful bright ass purple right there. Everybody talks about it, and I cannot lie, Sweet Talk is gorgeous. This is just spring, summer, you know, this is like that coral this is that coral one that you need. This is a beautiful coral palette. 12 pans gives you enough that you can make all kinds of looks happen. There's so much going on. This side to side is lovely, lovely, lovely. And now with all of the 9 pans, and we know I'm obsessed with the 9 pans, I only picked out 2 because honestly I could say I like them all. So all the ones that they came out this year, I could say, but these are the 2 that I'm gonna say, yup, this was it. This was it. The Blue Moon. Let's just say everybody's waiting for them to come out with this damn Blue Moon with a blue palette, and they knocked that shit out. Now at first I didn't think it was working right, but when I did it again, the bitch is stunning. The bitch is so nice. Okay, I'm sorry for calling her that. I'm sorry for saying that. Girlfriend is so nice. Okay, the girlfriend is so nice. Girlfriend was better than we ever expected them to come out with, and their price point is killer. Now I'm putting this one as the next one is the Honey, because this surprised me so much. Honestly, when I ordered it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it because it's one of the 9 pans. I'm gonna try it out. But I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, yellow palette, I just need it in my life. Especially when I saw this little pukey brownie yellow color. I was like, baby poop brownish yellow. I was like, this ain't never gonna work. And then I put it on, and I have a whole get ready with me live where I use this palette, and you will see that it's better than expected. The one thing I will always say is that, and I have learned about ColourPop, is if you kind of are attracted to the colors when you see the pictures, their promo pictures, go on and get it, because more than likely it's going to be prettier in person than what it looks like on their website, because they do terrible pictures. And so this one was a surprise to me that I really, really liked it. And, you know, like, ooh, let me go and do me another Honey look. And I am, you know, planning on doing a few more looks with her before the summer's out, because this is, you know, yellow is not something I'm gonna wear all year round, but it's such a good companion, like, especially because I've done, me and Ashley, Dr. Ashley, her makeup, did a collab doing a look with Honey and the California Love, and they match, they complement each other so well. So that's how I'm probably going to use it throughout the fall and winter. Whew. My eye is bothering me, but I finished. All right, so that is it for the my mid-year favorites. Why don't you all let me know what you've been rocking this year. What have you found that's just been killer in your, you know, in your makeup, beauty, skincare, whatever you want to talk about? What favorites do you have? TV shows, whatever. Now, if you watched this far and you were watching it in the premiere with me, thank you as always for hanging out with me in whatever time you give me. You know, thank you. I really like doing the Sunday premieres. That way I can just chill and, you know, act like I'm on the other side of the screen instead of in front of it. Love it. So thank you for watching it with me. And if you watch this later and you watch it this far, you are an MVP in my book. And thank you so much for watching this far. I really do again appreciate your viewing. I appreciate the time that you all take with me. Leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up, do whatever you want, you know, but I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every moment that you take out of your day to spend it with me on this platform. All right, it's your Lulu. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be motherfucking free. A glamourflage. So if did I say this right? No, I did not. This is the Milani. I think I did. Okay, this is the kid. Okay. All right, so let's get into makeup, and let's talk about some of that. All right, so let's get into. All right, looking down at something that you're looking for. Don't you hate that when you're looking for something and you're looking right at it and just ain't seeing it?